Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Offense set on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered in.
These corners backing off a bit. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Try to go with the wide receiver screen. The receiver just can't look it in, and that's unfortunate because I know that's a play that this offense practices over and over all week.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Quick strike complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to pass it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he reels it in inside the 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes the sack. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And now on second down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
The give is to Williams. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running back searching for a hole. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass is intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Leaves it with the back. The Rebels pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. Steamrolls his way ahead. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. This version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Snagged in the middle, it's White.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Dropping back, it's Maddox. They're working that left side. Nowhere to move. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Past the 50. At the 30.
What an outstanding job by that guy. Ball's on the ground, he finds it, he scoops it up, and he's not thinking, hey, I'm just going to go down, I'm going to go out of bounds. I'm trying to score. He's got a convoy. He's got people trying to help block for him. He ended up getting tackled, but not before going all the way to the other side of the field and now setting his offense up in great real estate.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. What a catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. Oh, and he missed it. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and his defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He turns it loose to the left. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Maddox. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes, that drag comes wide open, good throw, good catch, first down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Now the play fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Now adjusting. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hard running there. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physically.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get...
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's going to pass, trying to get to him, trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. They throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over TCU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Maddox. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to buy time. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's taking the shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally...
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the short completion brings up second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And what a big conversion by the offense there with the lead late. You're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's House. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The ball pops out. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still had it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll let it go down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Makes the quick grab. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Finds his man down the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They give it to him again. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt.